Salt, kill, not play. 21. 21. 21. Hey, salt kills, snails not play us. Hey, that's the line of the year right now. 21 flights. Hey, check me out though. Look, check this motherfucking shit out. Tomorrow we gonna be in heavy energies when we talk about, and if we talk about the positive charge, we ain't talking about just no regular punk ass charge. We talking about the positive charge, not the negative charge, the positive charge. So this is what's gonna be seen. Tomorrow we're gonna be dealing with heavy energy of Regulus. Now, what is Regulus? Now, in astrology, that is a fixed star. Now, it is in a position in the motherfucking Leo constellation. Now, for the most part, actually, you could say it goddamn damn near created the Leo constellation. Now, for the most part, Regulus rule over the space and location of motherfucking Cancer, Leo, and motherfucking Virgo. So keep that in mind. Regulus rule all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we get to my space and location Antares, my space and location is Libra through Sagittarius. But for the most part, Regulus, that's Archangel Raphael. So we're gonna break down the spiritual aspect when we talk about Raphael. But let's just talk about the energy signature you're gonna experience as far as astrological wise. Now, it is the motherfucking fixed star, Regulus. Now, by it being in the Leo constellation, that means it's in our center. So it's dealing with a lot of realm of reality here, but also from a higher octave perspective. So when we talk about Regulus, this dealing with prestigeness, prideness, but pride over the animalistic natures. Therefore, you can't tell a regular sign person anything about the animalistic world because they didn't already made justifications in their mind on what it means to them. So these are people who know how to have higher octave ideas and thoughts about three-dimensional things, or about the stuff that's dealing with the third dimension, or this realm of reality in general. So Regulus like to sit on a seat. They like to sit on a high horse. They like to deal with high noon, pride. It doesn't like to be vulnerable. So you're gonna treat these signs as such, as queens and kings. But this motherfucking day tomorrow and the day after that, the day is going to be like that. So treat that day, treat all your actions and the way you act as royalty. Because the moment you don't treat your actions and how you see things and what you're consciously aware of as royalty, someone else's actions and what they're consciously aware of is going to take over yours. Therefore, you're only going to see things in their way and not going to know what to do for yourself without actually seeing it from their way, because you're not taking pride into your own way of seeing things. See, this is what that's all about. This is what Regulus is all about. You know what I'm saying? So it's dealing with high yellow spectrum energy. So it's not even going to take you down to an emotional rut. You know what I'm saying? It wants you to be optimistic. It wants you to be high vibrational. But it gets you there from the root. You know what I'm saying? It gets you there from the shit that's causing you to be low vibrational. So that's how they come to you. You know, Regulus is very powerful, so it likes to sit on the seat. So all things that's in front of you, the shapes and forms that you hold dear to you, that you take pride in, Regulus reminds you that you got these things are you, but do not become these things. These things are just representations of you, and these things could be seen for you. So the things that you have, or your looks, or your energy, for the most part, can be seen as a motherfucking part of you. It can be seen as a motherfucking part of you. But a lot of y'all motherfuckers become these things to the point that it's not only a part of you, it is you. But it's a thin line between something being you and being you. That's what I really want to say. Now, I know it's the same words. But look, when something becomes a part of you, it is you. But remind you, you made it a part of you. So it might not originally came from you. So once you make certain terms and agreements like that, you become something that wasn't originally you. So either way, it's you, but it's still not you. See, this is the energy that Regulus deals with. See, Regulus understands it's an archangel. We're going to get into the spiritual natures of it. But see, Regulus understands that when you're down here, you can be something. You can be all your glories. You can see all your inspirations and dreams. You can manifest things here. You can indulge in money. You can do that here. But remind you, that will be you here, but always keep a sense of that's not genuinely you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is me, Like say a Regulus energy got a lot of money. They can say, okay, yeah, this is me, but at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about this. So yeah, even though all this money or all these cars or all these houses represent me, it came from my spirit though. My spirit manifested that. My spirit was rich. So get that, but to get that difference. See, that's the energy Regulus carry. See, a lot of earth signs can learn. A lot of earth signs can learn from Regulus. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, what I mean by that is earth signs may dive into certain shit, right? And when they dive into it, they start letting these things be them, to the point that when these things leave them, they end up feeling a sense of lostness. Like an earth sign that lose a house or lose something that was representing them, and then once they lose it, they know everybody gonna look at them like something's wrong or something, like, damn, what happened? That's devastating to an earth sign. Regulus deals with these energies because it's in between fire and earth. So, and then what separates this lava from the other two is the modalities. So right now we're talking about fixed fire, mutable earth. So we're talking about a person being fixated on their own way of seeing and feeling about things, but willing to see how that worked for others, or seeing how it worked for themselves. So they help others with their creativity, or they help themselves with their own creativity. Or, you see what I'm saying? It's like, but it's still always fixated on their creativity, but they're able to become a helping hand and analyze and adjust other people's creativities, or even their own, by seeing other people's creativity and criticizing and looking at the details of other people's creative expressions and being able to size up what worked for them and what don't work for them. So you see what I'm saying? It goes into a lot of scenarios. See, let me get into Raphael. Let me look at the motherfucking Matrix police pads. It's the narcs right here. Narcs like a motherfucker. But look, for the most part, yeah. Now, the Archangel Raphael, the energy that it gives is healing. So it actually heals you from being too wrapped up in the material world. You know what I'm saying? To the point that you don't lose yourself in that shit. So it heals you. And, you know, Raphael is the energy of, like, it's kind of purple sometimes, but it can play out through females and males. And the energy signature itself is dealing with nourishment, caring, but healing from a spiritual nature, right? So it's not talking about actually healing you in a form of things that you want to manifest in your life. Like, you go to Raphael, because there's a lot of shit out there like that too. Like, you go to Raphael when you want to be healed and you want to manifest something in your life or some shit like that. Nah, it's not. Raphael takes something from you before any goddamn thing. So keep that in mind. Raphael would take something from your ass before anything, just to make your ass realize that you're clinging too much to whatever you're holding on to, and it'll take that. You could be a person who cling too much onto your looks, right? If you cling too much onto your looks, a person who carrying some Raphael energy, these people will pick a fight with you and want to scar your face. If you're a person who get a lot of material things in your life, a person where, like, Raphael comes like that, it needs you to separate. But understand that you're getting these things from your own spirit. So Raphael is here to teach you that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it heals you. It heals you from past relationships that you may have clinged on to that person so tightly that you don't see life without that person. And then Raphael comes and take that person away from you. And then once you understand how to actually live, or understand that that energy was supposed to go to yourself, then that's how Raphael shows you that you can manifest 10 of those kind of relationships just because you are who you are. And don't get lost into you only can have a relationship like that because of the kind of relationship you was in with that person. And that person can only make you be in a relationship like that. You see what I'm saying? It's tricky. But Raphael is healing. But it heals you in different ways. And it doesn't always play into taking. But it need to heal you from something. So even if you got a natural pleasure about something, that always puts you in a state of mind that it feels good every time you get to do this, and it's take you away from the reality that you are in at the moment, whatever you are doing, right? Raphael wants you to have those moments. It just don't want you to get lost in those moments. It wants you to realize that, okay, this moment I'm having it because I'm having it. It's not a circumstance or a situation to be the reason on why I'm having it. I'm just having it because I find myself having it. And then that's going to manifest the scenarios of me experiencing me what I already feel like I'm having. You see what I'm saying? Raphael is the one that taught everybody, don't motherfucking pray pray for something, pray that you already have it. If you're going to pray, you're not even supposed to pray. See, Raphael ain't supposed to be teaching people that shit. But for the most part, if you're going to pray for something, pray like you already got it. Pray as in thinking. Like, thank you for giving me this already. That's how Raphael, it heals you like that. Therefore, you already feel like you already have something, whether you don't have it or not. But you end up coming to grips and conclusions that, all right, I already have everything I need. Anything else that I'm thinking about wanting, I might not even need it at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And it might not, and I shouldn't pout around by me not having it. It's a reason why I don't. See, so Raphael goes deep. But when we talk about tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with that energy. So treat your day like that. Treat your day like that. Treat the things you see, what you're consciously aware of, your viewpoints. Treat that as royalty. Treat that as that's something you have. That's something that other people can use. And that's something that you can creatively use for yourself and express. You know what I'm saying? Treat your day like that. I ain't saying be negative to other people's consciousness or awareness or how they see things. I'm saying cherish how you see things. Even if it opposes others. You don't even have to get into arguments with others. Just cherish your way of seeing things and your actions. Even if someone try to make you seem like your actions is wrong. Cherish that time. Because that's going to give you an experience of being like, okay, I was wrong and I can learn from this situation. I need to cherish this time. And therefore, that energy will work for you the best. Regulus, Archangel Raphael. Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn air.